You inherit a website, and the layout is falling apart. Elements drift, spacing fails unpredictably, and widgets crash into one another across the page. Fixing this is where cssHolmes comes in. It is a diagnostic workbench built directly into XOOPS that lets you repair these structural issues safely, right in your browser. This diagram shows the 4 pillars of the XTF architecture. At the top is the theme, which acts as the master manifest. Inside the theme are slots, which are empty layout containers. Those slots hold widgets, the interactive blocks. Finally, wrapping everything is a layer of tokens, the global design variables that control colors and typography. Once you map this specific hierarchy, you can diagnose a broken layout and know exactly how to fix it without blindly guessing which CSS styling file to manually edit. Adding the $Holmes equals XTF theme layout parameter transforms a standard XOOPS page, injecting this diagnostic toolbar at the bottom. Notice the dashed orange borders around the text blocks. This profile instantly exposes hidden nesting depth and empty containers. This close-up shows the structural health score for the page. In the bottom left, there is an E count in red for errors and a W count in yellow for warnings. These tallies show exactly how many missing attributes or bad practices exist on the screen right now. You evaluate the damage instantly instead of hunting through raw source code. This panel shows what happens when you activate Inspect mode and click a specific element like a title. The selection locks in place, revealing its full selector path and computed metrics like size, margin, and padding. When trying to fix a complex UI component, it is easy to get lost deep within the Document Object Model, or DOM. The DOM is the tree-like structure the browser uses to represent the nested HTML tags on the page. This view shows the inspector shifting focus. When you click the Widget Jump button, cssHolmes automatically navigates up the DOM to select the nearest parent wrapper carrying the .xmf prefix. The Slot Jump button performs a similar function. It takes you directly to the layout container that dictates the physical constraints for that widget. This image displays the exact same pricing widget placed in 2 different slots. On the left, the narrow sidebar forces the content to stack vertically. On the right, the wide main content slot allows the cards to sit side by side. By isolating the widget code from the slot constraints, designers know exactly where a layout is breaking. You isolate and fix the container's width, rather than applying the completely wrong structural fix to the widget itself. When you click a selected element, the inspector tells you whether its color is driven by a unified token or if it is unsafely hard-coded. The Token Editor panel displays a color picker over the layout to test new hex codes. Notice the bottom field. If your color matches an existing design variable, cssHolmes automatically suggests the theme.json token reference instead of the raw value. This is the typography editor. You use these sliders simultaneously to preview density, weight, and line height adjustments across admin tables and widgets. All of these prototyping tools generate local, undoable previews in your browser. You can experiment quickly without the fear of accidentally overwriting live site code. This text block captures your verified local fixes. By clicking the Export button, cssHolmes bundles the selector path, widget context, and token data into a single JSON payload. JSON is a standard text format used to store and transfer structured data. Next, leave the public-facing site and open the cssHolmes Phase 2 workbench, located within your XOOPS admin panel. This is the Export-Import screen. You import the front-end data by pasting the JSON payload directly into this blank text area. After a theme scan, server-side analyzers evaluate your pasted data against accessibility rules and token usage, displaying results in these rows. Look at the far right. The workbench generates explicit file targets and suggested code patches for your developer. Keeping a history of these workbench scans allows your team to track structural regressions over the entire lifetime of the theme. This export and patch sequence successfully translates visual designer experimentation into exact deployable instructions for developers. This diagram outlines the rapid design cycle. You inspect the layout for hard-coded flaws, prototype safe tokenized fixes, export the specific widget context, and generate a precise backend patch. Following this exact workflow permanently eliminates the communication gap and guesswork between visual designers and backend developers. Open your own XOOPS installation, append the diagnostic query parameter to your URL, and inspect your first widget layout. Total structural harmony is easily achievable when the underlying design system is clearly exposed, deeply understood, and seamlessly patched across your entire site.